Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Friday Night Pajama Party. We're here. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Comment allez-vous?
Iman. Okay, Iman.
What does that mean? You keep saying that, Iman.
He doesn't know.
What does that mean? I just wondered, what does it mean?
Okay, Iman.
Oh, okay. All right.
It means
Help.
cat off the table.
Help him, please.
Get the cat off the table. Okay. So we need to get the cat off the table. All righty. Well, it's Friday night. How you doing tonight, Ketel?
I can't complain. How about yourself?
Oh, I could complain, but I won't.
Oh, Lord. Okay, don't do that, please. Not on my watch. How about you, Papa? How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Okay.
what a day.
Yeah, ready to get this party started?
Hey, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Sounding kind of slow over there. What you sipping on tonight?
Oh, I have, gosh, I forgot. What is this thing called? A monkey something.
Monkey's uncle.
The monkey.
Monkey's uncle.
The monkey gland.
What's it called? Monkey
The
gland.
monkey
That's
gland.
what it's called.
Uh-huh. Look, Papa done
Yeah.
renamed it.
Yeah. I guess after you have a couple of these, you will think you're a monkey's uncle.
Monkey's
I
uncle.
think so. Yeah.
All right. What's happening tonight, Kevin?
All right, I'll break it down. Give me 1 second. All right, we got our hot topics tonight. 3 NRA board members resign in latest sign of upheaval at gun rights group. Kentucky coal miners block train tracks in protest for pay. And who has qualified for the September debates so far? Also, our hit and quit it headlines, Equifax. Here we go again. It's probably not going to send you that $125 check after all. Also, Representative Cummings says someone tried to break into his home. And one of the Kennedy grandkids dies at family compound. What's popping with Poppa DD? Our weird news tonight. Woman accused of urinating on potatoes in Walmart. Oh, boy. Woman suspects pirate stole package with 9 tarantulas, and judge will reconsider jail sentence for woman who fed strays. Okay, I'm just saying with Redwine, do the right thing, Ben. Also, Living for the City with Poppa DD. My Hollywood wrap-up. The cocktail of the week is called the Monkey Gland, which Redwine is sipping on now. That's why she can't be coherent. Also, our Kiss It list and the last word. Sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we'll be back with the hot topics.
This is the Pajama Party on Blog Talk Radio. The Pajama Party is produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment at www.dchomegrown.com. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party crew and you. So pick up the phone and dial 914-803-4306. That's 914-803-4306 and tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved just for you at the Pajama Party, so call us now. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Log on to www.apajamaparty.com and click the Listen Live banner or call 914-803-4306. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Is it tea time, darling?
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. Ooh, it's freezing in the studio tonight.
Wanda Shocky, Guasonle.
Yeah, okay. It's freezing in the studio. How you say that?
Igual le shock. Iguasonle.
Oh,
It's time muy frío.
oh boy. Okay.
All right. Well, maybe we can warm it up with some hot topics.
Okay, está Ima.
Okay. Ketel, you got the first hot topic tonight. What's happening with the NRA?
This is interesting, and you will understand why. 3 NRA board members, which everybody knows is the National Rifle Association, resigned in the latest sign of gun rights group. Board members who have raised concerns about reports of reckless spending and mismanagement by the group's leadership resigned on Thursday. Another sign of mounting dissent within the nation's most powerful gun rights group. So the 3 board members were Esther Snyder of Texas, Sean Maloney of Ohio, and Timothy Knight of Tennessee. We all see they're from the 3 hick countries. They said that they were stripped. They said they were stripped of their committee assignments after they asked questions about allegations of lavish spending by NRA Chief Executive Wayne Lapierre and
money.
other financial excesses. That's what it is, yeah. While our belief in the NRA's mission remains as strong today as ever, not. Our confidence in the NRA's leadership has been shattered. Interesting. NRA President Carolyn Meadows, it's a female, said in a written statement that the organization accepts the resignation of these 3 people. Wow, okay. So they were being nosy, so they said, okay, y'all got to go. Y'all asking too many questions.
Yeah, they said you're getting into grown folk business now. Had enough of you.
And they said, Oliver North, he was still on there. In recent months, NRA President Oliver North was ousted after raising concerns about the group's finances, and top lobbyist Christopher Cox resigned after he was accused of participating in an alleged extortion scheme to push this guy out, Lapierre. So they got a lot going on in their own organization, but yet they won't do anything about these guns. Interesting.
No. Well, they're in bed with the people who, manufacture them or something?
Something like that.
Who is the NRA Who do they, report to? Or who supports the NRA? I mean, I'm saying, is there somebody or organization that's above them, or they're just their own?
They are the organization.
Yeah, I was going to say they are it.
Gun guy. And
yeah,
membership is $50 a year, and they got 10 million people as members alone. Just so they had a card in their pocket, it don't really serve no purpose.
They get their $50 a year.
What do you get? But I've often wondered, what do you get for your membership with
You get a nice membership card.
You get that little sticker that says I'm an NRA member.
And one that says Ollie North is my friend.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's interesting.
I'm sleeping with the devil.com.
Okay, I'm not gonna touch that 10-foot pole. NRA benefits.
So now that these people have resigned, are they going to replace them with somebody else, or are they just going to roll with what they have?
They didn't resign. They got booted out of
Or booted, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they got booted, yeah. It's just, they're going to roll with what they have. It's not like, the president's cabinet, you have to replace them. But I guess people, wherever the rank they are, I guess they'll move up.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. How does that work?
Mhm.
Well, the ones that moved up is the one that ran on the
ass. Yeah. So I don't know what happens after that. But you asked what goes with the membership. I just happened to look it up, and it says 24/7 defense of your gun rights, your choice of magazine, your official membership card and decal, like Papa said, and savings and special offers from the trusted NRA partners, whoever they are.
How much is the membership? $50, $75? I thought it was $50. Might be $25.
$45 for 1 year, $75 for 2, 3 years is $100, and 5 years $150. So they're making it even cheaper for people to be members. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they keep it real cheap, so people go ahead and get on board.
They're not giving you nothing, really.
They just, I guess they're just using that money to, make more guns. That's how I get it, So.
But that's what I was trying to understand. They're not.
They don't make.
They're not manufacturers. They're a lobbying group.
No, they don't make guns. They just support all the gun laws, and they powwow, and they probably sell guns. They don't make them, but they sell them, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're a lobbying
not
group.
Through the company, but probably through. They probably let you know where all the gun shows are and all that jazz.
Yeah, just keep you informed on anything to do with a gun. And if you want a life membership, you can pay $1,500.
That's nothing. Yep. I know some memberships that cost that for 1 year.
And a lot of people probably pay that $1,500 too. I'm a lifetime member of NRA. I'm big time.
And look, they have a monthly payment plan, 60 months. You can pay for $25. And then you're going to get a free jacket. You get an NRA brushed leather jacket. Ooh. I guess they figured that they could do something. They can give them something, yep. And they got the NRA emblem on it.
Big time.
Oh, I'm sure it does. They're going to get some advertising out of it.
There you go. Interesting. It's interesting to see who who has joined it. You'd be surprised, probably. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of folk up in that thing.
It is.
All right.
All right. Keep it moving.
Well, I want to talk about these Kentucky coal miners. These Kentucky coal miners have decided that they're not taking it anymore. Down in Kentucky, they said that they have not been paid after the company they work for declared bankruptcy. So they've been protesting all week by blocking the tracks, the railroad tracks that carry the coal. So they said, all right, if we don't get paid, you're not moving that coal for you to go make money. If we ain't getting ours, you're not getting yours. And they have been down there blocking those tracks so nothing is moving. They've had kids out there playing, jumping rope, families sitting out there having lunch and doing, whatever they got to do around the clock to keep those tracks blocked. So the name of the company, which we need to put them on the Kiss It list, is Black Jewel, LLC. They recently declared bankruptcy during the bankruptcy filing, they said that other employees hadn't been paid in 3 weeks. And about 20 miners blocked the track starting Monday night down by Cumberland. And eventually they let a train pass through after the police showed up. And I guess the police forced the issue. But come Tuesday, they were still blocking tracks going into Wednesday. And this has been going on through the week. So, you got all these people down there protesting, saying their issue is with the company, not the railroad. So they're mad at Black Jewel because they haven't been paid. They did the work, and now they're saying, where's our money?
Who is Black Jewel?
Black Jewel is the mining company that they worked for.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and Black Jewel's parent company is called Revelation Energy. And they filed bankruptcy earlier in the month and then started cutting the shifts of the employees and stuff immediately. So, it's like everybody is bailing out of this business, but the people who actually were down in the mines, are the ones that have not been paid. And that's the problem. And then what makes it even worse is that the last check that the miners did get bounced. So they gave them a check right before they said, all right, we just can't pay you anymore. Wow. And that was like, a rubber check.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
They might as well just go ahead and file bankruptcy. At least it would have been covered. Maybe those people might have been able to get paid.
Well, the whole financial situation is all messed up because it says technically they're not laid off and technically they have not quit. So the 401k money is locked up, so nobody can get to that either. It's a really messed up way that Black Jewel, the company, handled the whole situation. And as a result, it's like everybody's in a limbo situation. But the miners are the ones that are suffering. So.
And where is this company out of?
This is in Kentucky. They're down in Kentucky. So we're putting Black Jewel on the kiss it list.
Okay, because I was looking at an article, but it seemed like it's kind of an old article, but it says Black Jewel acquires an energy company. So maybe that's where the money went to. You know what I'm saying? That was a couple of years ago.
Well, Revelation Energy is the parent company. So I don't know if it was another one or if it was this one, but if that's the parent company, then I don't know how they acquired a parent company. I don't know. I just know I'm putting Black Jewel on the kiss it list for not paying their people.
Okay, I heard that. Okay, well, hopefully things get turned around. Those people get off those tracks. So,
I guess they will eventually, when they get tired of being out there. But they've been vigilant about saying, we're going to do what we got to do to protest this situation.
Right.
All right.
Well, that's good. All right, what we got next?
All right, let's see. What's happening, Poppa DD?
At least we're going to shock.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Let's see here. Who's qualified for the September debate so far?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, with the second debate wrapped up, the third Democrat debate hosted by ABC and Univision. Univision is a Spanish branch of that. I think they actually own something too. They're big time on their landscaping. All right, the candidates are still working to qualify to have another month to reach the polling threshold and grassroots fundraising threshold to lay out by the Democrat National Committee. So therefore, they have qualifications that they got to have enough money contributed to them, as well as the polling got to be up and they'll be out for the next one. 8 candidates have qualified for the debates in September. 10 candidates on the fundraiser side and 8 on the poll side. Okay, candidates need to reach both to be on stage. They include Biden,
of course,
New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, Pete Buttigieg, California Senator Kamala Harris, Minnesota Senator Amy, what's her name?
Klobuchar.
Former Representative Beto O'Rourke, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. All right, there are now 10 Democrats who say they receive contributions from at least 130,000 individuals and coming from at least 400 unique donors in 20 or more states. Businessman Andrew Yang, the one who wants to give everybody $1,000 when they turn 18 years old, and former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Julian Castro have reached their fundraising threshold, but they still need to hit the poll minimum to survive.
Oh.
All right, they have received 3 of their 4 necessary polls. Billionaire Tom Toyer or Sawyer, or I think it's Tyre. Tom Steyer has 2 qualifying polls. And former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper.
Oh yeah, Higgins. What's his name?
The one that talks like with her. And Hawaii Senator, what's her name? Tushi Garba, the one that had the white outfit on.
Yeah, I don't even
Each have one. They're low on polls also. All other candidates haven't reached above 2% of the qualifying polls. So there you have it. They have different things going on that you got to get money and you got to be popular. So right now, the girl from Hawaii that beat up old girl Harris, she's on the fence.
Mhm.
So we'll see what's up. So she might be going back to Hawaii to, I don't know what they do. What do they make in Hawaii that she can go back to for a job?
I'm not even going. I'm not taking that bait. I'm not doing it. I was about to answer, and I thought, nope, not doing it.
All right, but anyway, that's where it stands right now. 8 people are there, so they're going. That line's going to be cut considerably for the next time.
So there was what? How many at first?
It's actually 21
20?
right now. 21.
We're down to 21?
No, it was 21. 20 only got on TV, but the new guy, the billionaire, wasn't in there because they couldn't do no more than 20.
Okay.
10 a night because of the length of the stage and the camera views and all. You can't put 40 people on a damn
and the
stage.
time it takes to let all those people talk.
So, here we go. We'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of the debate, can we talk about the debate for a little bit?
Yeah. Okay.
Did everybody watch the debate?
Yeah, I watched that Hawaiian girl beat up on Harris.
I watched the first night, and I watched maybe the first 2 hours of the second night. After that, I was exhausted. But I thought it was interesting, but definitely I would say on the second night, it did look like everybody was jumping on Joe Biden.
And Harris. They were the leaders. But what gets me is that the girl from Hawaii, she had a nice outfit and got a pretty face, but all she is just an ex-military girl. You know, Harris got college and she's a lawyer. You know, she used to be a prosecutor. You know, attorney general. I mean, she got a big-time job. And old girl, because she wore a white suit, she just thought that she was looking cute, so she just showed her ass. But all she got is a high school diploma. So what are you going to do?
But she did nail Miss Harris.
Man, well, anybody can. Anybody can.
But I'm just saying, I thought that Kamala Harris should have come back a little differently. You know, that's like if you ask me, well, what about that time you got, locked up in 1992? And my response is, I'm very proud of my record when I defended the criminals and this and that and this and that. That has nothing to do with the accusation. And that's, to me, what I kept hearing from her. The woman from Hawaii was digging into Kamala Harris' past record about different things. And when Kamala Harris responded, I didn't hear her responses having anything to do with any of those accusations.
Well, sometimes you don't want to stoop that low to really go down with somebody like that. You know, you want to take the high road. I mean, first of all, people only know to jump on Harris's butt because they've been studying for the debate. She probably ain't got a clue what the hell Harris done. I don't know.
I mean, that's true, but I'm just saying, if somebody disparages you and says, oh, yeah, you did this, you cheated on this, you did that,
but
you
you have
stole
a
something
choice.
another, I feel like I don't want that to be the last thing that's left out there hanging.
You have a choice on how you want to go back at your accusers.
Oh, clearly you have a choice, and I'm saying the choice she made, I was not happy with that choice. I'm just saying that was my take on it. I felt like she could have at least addressed some. I'm not saying go down the line point by point, but I would not let somebody just throw stuff out there making it look like I did all this terrible stuff, and I don't even respond to any of it. I'm still talking about I'm proud of what I've done in my job, and I did this and I did that. and you still don't respond to what you've been accused of. I just felt like she should have at least responded to something. You can still do it in a way in which you stay on the high road, but I wouldn't just let that stay out there like a black cloud over my head.
Yeah, well, you want to take the high road because you don't want to be into no little shouting match. She's from Hawaii. She ain't going to win nothing, and Harris know that. She said, go ahead and let her get her stuff off. She probably want to be in the next race. But she ain't got the boots. She ain't got the, you know.
No.
So.
Well,
anyway,
I was going to say my opinion on the debate as far as Biden and Harris, she needs to me, stop attacking him. Or Biden needs to come to her and say, like Obama did with Clinton, need to come to her and say, look, you chill out. When I become president, because hopefully he will, if he becomes president, then I think he's going to choose her as his vice president. And, I just think she just needs to back off. So why don't we try to run this race together instead of apart? Because, you just tear me a brand new hole. At least trying to. So that's the only thing I don't like about politics. That's the only thing I don't like, that they have to badger each other to get, they're almost like, crabs in a barrel. Whoever gets to the top first. It's not right.
Right.
So.
But, that's a funny analogy, because if the crabs only knew that if you get to the top first, you're going to be the first one thrown in the pot.
Cool.
Okay.
And people don't seem to realize that. It's like you're so busy trying to climb over everybody else and get on top. You're going to be the first one in the hot water.
There you go. But maybe they'll, understand, how politics works. But I guess they've been doing it for so long, for so many years, that this way,
I guess.
Yeah.
But there were some, good responses. I forgot what was, who was it? I forgot one of them was saying something to Bernie. Oh, Lord, I was about to say Bernie Mac. Bernie from Vermont. What's his last name? Bernie. No, not Bernie Mac. Anyway, was saying something to him about some law or a bill that he had written, and he was talking about, I think it was health insurance and what was covered or who would be covered, and the other person kept saying, no, that's not in there. Those people wouldn't be covered or something. And Bernie kept saying, yes, they would. And the guy said, how would you know that? And Bernie said, I wrote the damn bill. And all that guy could do was shut up. And I thought that was kind of funny. So that made me think, for this guy to try to come at Bernie, he needed to have done his homework, to come at Bernie and question him like that and then say, well, how would you know what's in it like that? How would you know that level of detail? And when Bernie said, I wrote the damn bill, that's how I know. I was like, ooh, burn.
That was a good one. Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah, they had some good ones as far as their comments and all. Castro was it Castro? Not Castro. Who was it that was talking about D.C. becoming a state?
Buttigieg.
Yes, Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Buttigieg, and nobody even asked the question, but he said one of the first things he would do is to make sure or push through having D.C. get statehood. So I thought, well, that was good.
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's some pluses and some minuses with that. I think we need to stay where we are.
I don't know. That whole thing of, no voice, no vote. But yet Congress, all these people from everywhere else in the country are dictating what D.C. can and can't do. That's not cool.
That's true.
D.C.'s paying federal taxes, but yet they don't have a vote.
Who's paying you?
I don't understand. I'm sure there may be some drawbacks somewhere, but I can't believe the drawbacks would outweigh the benefits.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Got to keep watching.
Yeah, got it. But anyway, yeah, it was interesting. You know, some of it to me was just circular conversation with the debates, but I did hear some interesting points being made, and some people were able to actually clarify where they're coming from, which is really, in my opinion, what it should be about. So,
all right.
Well, that's it for, what are we in? Hot topics?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about those debates. That was something else. But anyway, all right, we're going to keep it moving and take a quick break and come back with the Hit It and Quit It headlines on the Pajama Party Show. Stand by.
It's another Friday night at the Pajama Party Show, and we're here with our PJs on because you know we don't allow clothes in here. If you enjoyed the Pajama Party Show, why not invite a friend or tell a neighbor to tune in right now? Go ahead and text them. I'll wait. Tell them to call us right now at 914-803-4306. And if they want to join in on the conversation, tell them to press 1 so that we'll know they have something to say. We'd love to meet your neighbors, friends, and relatives, so send them a text, email them, or call them up and tell them to join us for the Pajama Party live on Blog Talk Radio. The more the merrier. Or is it Misery Loves Company, or whichever? Tell them to call us up on 914-803-4306 if they just want to listen, or press 1 if you want to join the conversation. Now let's get back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party Show while I try to find out who hid the belt from my robe. I tell you the truth. Y'all know you're so wrong for that.
Hi, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I want to host Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. All right, let's talk about Hit It and Quit It headlines. We just have a couple of stories tonight, and the goal is always to hit them and quit them. Sometimes we make it, and sometimes we don't. But we're going to give it a good try. So, let's see. I'm up first. I have Equifax. Let's talk about the mess with Equifax. They're now saying that you're probably not going to get that $125 check that they were talking about if you filed a claim. As you probably know, 11 days ago, the Federal Trade Commission unveiled what could be up to a $700 million settlement with Equifax for their role in a data breach that exposed personal information of 147 million people. Now, the terms of the deal was that people affected could file claims for multiple years of free credit monitoring, or they could get a $125 payout if their information was stolen. Other provisions gave people the chance to bill Equifax $25 an hour for the time spent to resolve any credit issues or for any money lost during the breach. Now, I don't know who came up with these options because this sounds really crazy. But anyway, the FTC this past Wednesday warned Americans that their eventual payout could end up being far, far less than the promised figure of $125 after an overwhelming number of people filed claims since this was announced. So now the agency, Equifax, is urging people to instead go for the free credit monitoring, and they're saying that the pool of cash that was used for the $125 payment is only $31 million. I was like, what? All these people who got information stolen, they only had $31 million in the first place. You said you were going to give people $125, and they're saying that they just are overwhelmed with the number of requests. So now they're switching and saying, look, why don't you just go for the free credit monitoring? We can handle that. A large number of claims for the cash instead of the credit monitoring means that everybody who takes the money option will wind up just getting a small amount of money. So the bottom line is you're not going to get $125. I don't know how they came up with these calculations when they made that announcement, but somebody screwed up. So they said if you already filed a claim, you should be getting an email from the settlement administrator that is inviting you to update your information and switch over to the free credit monitoring. So they're not saying we're not going to give you any money. They're inviting you to switch over your choice from saying give me money to give me free credit monitoring. So it just seems like somebody at Equifax didn't add the numbers right when they said, yeah, based on what we estimate, we should be able to pay everybody about $125. These folk will be lucky if they see $5 or 5 cents the way they're talking. Got to put Equifax on the kiss it list. They messed up.
All right, can we talk about this for a minute?
Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
That's
First of all, let's talk about this for a second. You know, what's so sad about things is that, you know, this really goes back to the saying that, you know, let he without sin cast the first stone. Okay? Now, in my life alone, Equifax done shitted in my face 9,000 times. Okay? When I got something denied credit-wise, okay? And the first person on, you know, all of them, everybody that has to do anything with you being approved of anything or just that whole, all those different companies that's connected with that or directly connected with that are all in bed together when it comes to picking people. They take anybody with 750 credit score or higher or 700 or higher, and they use them people between 700 and 850. They use them over and over and over again. They beat their asses, you know, and then they actually end up beating them. But anybody lower than that, anybody in the 600s or even the 500s for that matter, they just stomp on your neck. They stomp on your neck like you lower than whale crap. Mm-hmm. But then when they get involved in something, they want to act like, oh, we got some money to throw at you and yada, yada, yada. Well, we can give you the free credit monitor, yada, yada, yada. Well, first of all, how about apologizing for what you did first? And then you're saying you're not going to get the big money. When the hell did $125 become big money? Can't you buy maybe 3 750 milliliters of liquor and a 12-pack of beer and go to $125 in a goddamn liquor store in about 20 minutes at the counter?
Easily.
And don't add a pack of Newports to that shit. You'll be over $125. So I'm just saying, I don't know how these companies are saying, well, you're not going to get the big money. You'll just end up getting little. Well, who said $125 is big money? What make you that rich-ass company say, insult people by saying you're not going to get the big money, meaning you're not going to get the $125. When did they put those kind of legs on that kind of money? And to put it in print like that, people will find out that they're not going to get the big money they expected, the big money, the $125. Okay.
I'm more offended that they didn't even do the math right. Now, when you consider how many people could have potentially gotten their information breached or stolen,
right,
how do you then come to the conclusion that out of a pool of 31 million that you're working with, considering all of the potential people who could have been breached, you're going to be able to pay out $125? As much as these people deal with numbers, y'all can't do division? This is a simple, long division problem.
But there again, where did the number $125 come from?
This is what I'm saying. They didn't do the math right.
But wait a minute, I'm just saying, why does the number $125 carry so much significance?
Because it's no significance. It's just a number that they offered to people.
And they make it sound like that's big money.
Well, they're making it sound like, yeah, you're getting $125. Like, I don't understand. If my credit,
their mentality.
If my information has been stolen and somebody is now, like, getting ready to steal my identity and screw my life up probably forever, what am I supposed to do with $125? That's my question, for one.
Because the inconvenience involved, period, is worth more than that from the beginning. Because first of all, if the bank calls you, if you got a good monitoring service on your bank, they're going to say somebody's trying to do your thing. We're going to shut down your card. We'll mail you another one. In the meantime, go over here and get this and do that. Go get a temporary card from the bank. Do this, file for that. Then you got a call come. You spend $125 worth of time trying to give creditors your new card number. Trying to go to the bank, get a temporary card. Please.
Yeah, but that's if your bank catches it. I'm
just
saying,
you know, right.
I've had a friend of mine some years ago who somebody stole her stuff out of her car, and they found her checkbook. They didn't use those checks. They took the information that's printed on the check and went and opened a checking account using her name and her address. I guess they had a fake ID. I don't know how they do that stuff. But they had opened a check account somewhere else at another institution and was writing bad checks all up and down the East Coast. And it wasn't until somebody finally reached her and said, you got a problem because you got all these bad checks floating around. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then come to find out, because one of the checks landed at one of her banks that she does deal with. And when they told her what bank it was, she said, I don't have an account at that bank. Never have. That's how they started backtracking, figuring out she had been, had her information stolen. But it took her, I know, over 5 years to get that stuff cleared up. It messed up her credit, and people don't just believe you. When you call somebody and say, hey, that wasn't me, that was something else, here's what happened, that stuff doesn't just go away.
I think you give them a typical alibi.
Exactly. You can't just send somebody a letter and in 30 days it's all cleared up. So to me, I go back to 125 is not even worth the time for me to tell Equifax what they can kiss. So to say, and now they're saying, oh, with so many people, I guess we miscalculated, so it's not even going to be that much.
No, because
so now what we need y'all to do is just get the monitoring, because it's going to be such a small amount, you might as well just get the monitoring. I'm like, y'all at the top of the kiss it list. They are public kiss it list enemy number one.
Can't we sue them?
Probably. If somebody got with an attorney and filed a class action suit. It may be one already out there. I don't know.
Nope, I'm not talking about class action. If you feel violated and you saying the things that you're saying, why can't I sue Equifax? Because, first of all, you lied to me. You said I'm going to get a $125 check. Well, first of all, you said it was a breach with my information that I trusted you, this company, Equifax, with. And then you tell me, okay, so you're going to compensate me, so you're going to give me $125. That ain't jiggity jack. And then you're going to tell me again that I might not be able to pay you because there might not be enough money in this particular fund. That's not my problem. Like you say, those numbers, they should have figured those numbers out, and they probably lied from the beginning just to compensate people and shut people up. So my next thing would be I would get a damn good-ass lawyer, and I would sue Equifax. Because this is not the first time that they had a breach.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any reason why you can't.
Yep.
Free world. You can sue whoever you want to sue.
Yep. Okay. That's my point on it.
No, that is a very good point, because this kind of stuff, I mean, they're the ones holding all the cards. They shouldn't be allowed to just get away with that and just go, oops, change of plans. Oops, change of plans. That's not right. That's just not right.
Yep, so I don't know. It's I think we just hold those quote unquote companies to a higher standard, and they're not up to our standards. They feel as if sometimes I just feel as if they hold so much control over your life and your credit and stuff that's unfair to you. So, we got to do something about it. Be against them, protest them, or whatever. We protest about everything else. Why not protest about this? So,
That's right.
Got to do something.
You know what kills me too, and I'll talk about it later on. Anyway, we'll move.
Well, let me just say this, because I just did the math to see, out of the $31 million that they said was set aside for this, If you divide 31 million by 125, you can only pay out 248,000 people. Now, when you have a breach as large as the way they described it, surely they had to know that there would be a potential for more than 248,000 people.
And they weren't keeping track of who applied, so they exceed the number.
That's what I'm saying. They were
9 times over.
From the first second that they came up with this plan.
And they knew it.
248,000 is how many people could get $125 out of 31 million. So once you get past 248,000, you're screwed. And you know good well when you have a data right, it starts going down. I'm saying that.
Well, that same thing happened with Denny's. Remember Denny's with the black folks, and everybody applied for it, and then they ended up giving everybody 14 cents, something like that. That was a damn insult.
But that's what ends up happening. But all right.
Denny's got the last laugh on that.
Yeah, I guess they did. Because black folks still running up in there every day.
Yeah, they sure are.
Anyhow. We're supposed to hit them and quit them, so let's quit it.
Anyway, Representative Cummings says that someone tried to break into his home, and I saw Trump on TV saying, "Oh, somebody broke into Cummings' house. You know, big deal," or something he said.
Yeah, he was
This wasn't a tweet. He said this personally. Now, you know, what gets me is that, you know, a sitting president is supposed to project a professional conservative image. Trump shows his ass, and he don't even care. And to me, that's wrong. And you would think the people who voted for him would have a little bit of buyer's remorse, but they're just idiots, and they just want to keep it going. You know, because it's like beating up on people of color is just apropos. This is what people are used to doing. As soon as they see a person of color starting to progress or whatever, they're taking them down. You know, I saw something on a TV program a little while ago where this white girl was with these 3 black guys, and they found the gun in her panties, and they're going to tell her, you know, does this gun belong to one of the black guys? Well, why would you even say something like that? You found that gun in that white girl's panties. So being she's with the black guys, you just swear up and down that gun belongs to the brothers. She can't be packing her own goddamn gun? And then the cop went as far as saying, well, you know, if you take the rap for this gun, that's going to stop your college in and all this shit. First of all, she's hanging with 3 brothers. So she ain't thinking about no goddamn college. But you think that that's the American dream that she's going to go along with. You're going to help her with it because of her whiteness. But you didn't say nothing to them brothers. You didn't find no gun on them. But you didn't say if we arrest you that this could affect your college life or your whatever life. You didn't give them any kind of preemptive of anything. But you just told the white girl, put this gun on one of them black guys, and we'll even let you walk. And she's still going to walk, and they didn't say the results of it. So these programs on TV are full of shit. They really are. You know, it's still white protection, white privilege. And if you look at things close, you know, just like Joe Madison said, you know, listen with the third ear and see with the third eye. That was pretty obvious the way he was trying to get that girl off that rap. But anyway, said all that to say that Trump just don't give a damn, and he said out loud today, Cummings' house, I broke in. Trump's got the power to send a little burglar to that house to shake it down, to scare him. Send somebody up there to scare him. Send that ninja guy, that Navy SEAL ninja guy that we use. You know what I mean? So some acrobatic guy can go there, kick in the basement window, then run for the hills, and let Cummings be all upset and excited because, you know, once your house get violated, that pisses you off no matter what, you know? So, anyway, so Representative Elijah Cummings of Maryland said an intruder tried to gain entry into his home in Baltimore early Saturday. Now, Cummings said the incident happened about 4:40 a.m. I was notified by the intrusion of my security system, and it scared the intruder away by yelling before he gained entry into the resident of the house. Now, all that intruder wanted to do was set off that alarm. That was his mission. That's what he was sent up there to do. No, who was going to randomly rob Representative Cummings? You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, I know he may want to live in Baltimore to make a point or to show some humbleness or show a gesture of where he can live in his life. But damn, brother, I hope you got a security system. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Some people got a security system in the cheapest neighborhoods. But if you don't have a security system, brother, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you said the security system went off, right?
Right, because it was a plant.
Mm-hmm.
It was a plant. And right, very timely, because Trump let them know that, man, I got the power if I wanted to. I can go in there and steal something out of your living room. You wouldn't even know it. I mean, when people got power like that, they're abusing. I mean, I just don't understand. I really don't. I mean, company said the incident happened, like you said, 3-4 in the morning. President Trump, who was reportedly attacked a Democrat lawmaker in recent days on Twitter, tweeted, "This was his response Friday morning. Really? Oh, that's bad news. The Baltimore house of Elijah Cummings was attempted to be robbed. Wow, that's bad news. You know, it's like he didn't know. Like he didn't, like it was, oh, please, don't even get me started. So, I just go to show you in the long run that people have no problem beating up on black people. None. It don't faze them. It doesn't even faze their ass, really. They feel like it's their duty, you know?
Well, I don't know that he had anything to do with it. However, I would say that you have people that are such hardcore followers who, when he and Elijah Cummings started getting into this war of words, you have people who are such believers and followers of Trump, they can take things into their own hands and do those kinds of things. So I say that to say that when you have people that will follow you to the ends of the earth, you don't even have to dirty your hands setting up, doing anything. Because these folks will get out there and do it.
Nobody said that Trump would be dirtying his hands at all. That's not, that you got that totally wrong. That's not what.
No, I was talking about, you just said about how he could send somebody up there to do this kind of stuff. But I was just saying, my point was that he doesn't even have to, because his followers.
Well, no, nobody's expecting him to. But let me tell you how it happens. He could be in the Oval Office with some of his trusted assistants and his trusted backing people, and he could just make a gesture by saying, "Man, I wonder what I could do to scare his ass." And boom, that's it. And Joker in there could say it out loud. No, don't worry about it. We'll take care of that. And this scare tactic goes in effect. But it came off of Trump's head first. You know, he didn't do anything, but it came off his head. Just like there's many accidents on a highway every day where the person that caused the accident is down the highway.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Shit is banging up behind them, and they done this. Oh, that black car.
I mean, I don't want you to misunderstand me. I'm not saying that it's impossible. All I said is that it is also possible that some of his followers will just jump up and do this stuff, just like all these little white nationalists popping up, bless you, doing stuff based on comments that they hear him say at rallies and whatnot. They take it and run with it and feel like they've been given some kind of coded mandate to go out and create havoc and attack people and do all these kinds of things.
Yeah, but when you get caught and when you kill somebody, you go to jail and they hang a plaque of you in the main lobby of the Klan headquarters. Oh, that's the guy in Charlottesville. He ran to the thing and killed that girl. Blah blah blah. Yeah, he's in jail now, but he's our hero.
I wasn't talking about what they do afterward, how they celebrate each other.
What they do.
I was just talking
let me just say this. Y'all more or less saying the same thing. Y'all saying the same thing. So you just saying it one way and Redwine, you saying it different.
No, I'm not saying that Trump ain't involved. Redwine said Trump ain't involved. He's involved.
Saying indirectly that he could be involved. All he has to do is say something, and his cronies would just act on it. Not him, putting the word out there. Just them following him and doing the stupid rhetoric stuff that he does. They'll just do it just because. So you guys are saying the same thing. So
I think if something happens within a 24-hour period, he's directly involved. 24-hour period, he just talked about something.
I agree with you. But she's saying that he's a catalyst that starts everything. So those stupid ass damn people, they'll follow him to the ends of the earth. tell him jump off the damn bridge, he'll jump off the bridge. But anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. Hit it and quit it. So I got one more.
Right.
So you can get into your commentary because I know you are. You're gonna tear him up. This is about the Kennedy girl, Kennedy Hill, Robert F. Kennedy's granddaughter. She died on the family compound. She was only 22 years old, and she died Thursday of an overdose.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the granddaughter of Ethel Kennedy, which she's long gone. She was 91. Emergency personnel were called on Thursday afternoon to the residence, and she was taken to the Cape Cod hospital, where she was pronounced dead there. The U.S. media quoted a statement released by the Kennedy family confirming the young woman's death, the latest in a long series of tragedies, with the family, because the Kennedys, they've had it's like a curse, the Kennedys' curse. They talk about it all the time. She's dealt with depression. She talked about that a couple of years ago, and also he was going to school, Boston College. I'm sorry, he was a student there, communications major, and the vice president of the Student Democrats Association. Wow. Yep.
Did they mention the drugs?
No, they just said she had been struggling with mental illness since 2016.
I can understand and respect that, but they didn't mention the drug. So
no, they didn't mention any type of drug or anything.
It's a cover-up. Mm-hmm. And that's cool. If they want to play it like that, they can play it like that.
Yeah. Anyway. And then, yep. So that's unfortunate. Yep. But as we know, the Kennedy has gone through a lot of tragedy. And this is the 50th anniversary of the that big scandal. The younger brother, the Edward Kennedy, he drove off the in the water or something with some girl, and claimed he didn't kill her.
Bridge or something.
Kenny Bumport, or whatever it's called. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Well, sorry to hear of her passing. Wow.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. I mean, 22 years old. 22.
Well, I'll talk about it here shortly, because that's wow.
That's rough.
That's wild.
Yeah, and that was the only daughter too. Oh yeah. All right. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna take a little CC break.
Yeah, we can keep moving. We can keep moving.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Because on what's popping. The main thing I want to say, and first of all, let me just definitely give sympathy to this young lady's early death. You know what I mean? Let's definitely do that. But the one thing that I don't want to do, and I think that it stops the flow of information, and it stops the any type of whatever we need to remedy stuff. You know what I mean? I think that hush-hush sometimes really has its downfall, because the hush-hush doesn't fall on everybody. It seems to fall on the privilege. But it does not mean that same drug that's taking people out in an area of, let's say, D.C., that you talk about every night, or the south side of Chicago that you talk about every night extensively, that same drug can be up in that suburban area of Massachusetts, you know? And you can't put the word depression and all this in front of that, because you're not putting it in front of these other people. They're all probably going through the same changes. You know, they all got whatever you're going through, everybody may experience the same mindset before they go into the deep hole. But you're acting like other people don't have that mindset level. But grandchildren of super rich, popular families have to have that. Oh, they had the depression, and she was this and that. They throw some schooling in there and all these different stockpile things, when nobody's talking about the bottom line of what actually killed this person. You know, depression is cool, but it ain't gonna kill you. What did you OD? But believe me, I am not saying this to be disrespectful. Not at all, okay? This person's dead. A lot of people are hurt. That's her family. That's part of the family tree. And my sympathy is huge for them. God bless them with every bone in my body. But I'm just saying that I don't think that you should elaborate on somebody's situation like that. But if you're not going to elaborate on everybody's situation, don't elaborate on nobody's situation. Because people in the projects, they want their daughter and granddaughter's death to be private as well. But no, it's all on TV. Oh, they found a syringe hanging in their arm. When the cops came, the syringe was hanging out of the arm. You know what I mean? It could have been a syringe hanging out of her arm. So covering up with white privilege doesn't make it right, because we never get to the root of what drug it is, where it came from, who's dealing it, how to get to Massachusetts, how to get to Chicago, how did they get to Harlem, how did they get to everywhere. And all those things remain unanswered because we're blanking this stuff. You know, just like the NRA. You know, they got all this stuff they're talking about now, how they got rid of people, Ollie North, and we got rid of some people that were spending money. First of all, that whole damn organization need to be imploded. Okay, these jokers are soliciting guns of mass destruction, is killing people and everything else. But all they can talk about is, we got rid of Jimmy John, Jimmy Jim, and Jimmy Jim because they were doing things. And we got rid of Ollie North, too, because he was the blah, blah, blah. Do we really need to hear what the hell y'all doing over there? We know what y'all doing for real, for real. Y'all charging people $45 for a plastic card to go in their wallet, make them feel like they hot shit, supporting the fact that they can buy guns, which supports y'all selling, and that's what they talk about. They got T-shirts, videos, cards, keychains, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Souvenirs come in different, you know what I mean? Anybody got a business got a T-shirt, a souvenir, the little thing that goes around your beer bottle, the little rubber cup that goes at the bottom of your beer bottle. I mean, come on. So I'm just saying in a nutshell with everything, and I always said this here, and I'm going to close on this. I just feel like this here. For every person in the inner city that's between 12 and 14 years old that's having a baby out of wedlock in the hood, there's some suburban, highfalutin, high society girl of the same age probably having an abortion. So it's a balancing act, you know? Mm-hmm. It's a true balancing act, and I will always believe that completely. So we need to just get to the bottom of stuff and stop putting that, you know. Because they didn't even say why the ambulance was at the place at first. They had to wait another 12 hours for they figure out how they're going to put the story together to put it out there. I mean, I'm not even going to go there. Let me just stop. Anyway. Okay. Let's take a break.
All right. Well, thank you, Papa. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're coming back with the weird news. Is that the plan?
Is that what's on the, y'all how do you go?
Yep. That's the plan.
I wasn't in on the intern hiring.
Don't even try it.
Okay.
All right. We'll take a break, and we're coming right back with the weird news.
Hey, this is Ketel with the yellow top. I'm waiting to hear from you tonight. I'm at the Pajama Party Live. So you can reach us at 914-803-4306, or you can check us out on apajamaparty.com. I've got my opinions, but I want to hear yours. Poppa DD and Redwine are trying to beat me down, so I need you to call back and back me up. I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing, so call me now. 914-803-4306. I'm right here on WBJP, Blog Talk Radio, waiting to hear from you. Here they come. I gotta go.
Yeah, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One of those Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. And it is now time for the weird news. And it's some weird stuff Golly, it's weird. And I guess I gotta have this really icky one. This one's coming out of West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Authorities say a woman suspected of urinating on potatoes at a Walmart in Pennsylvania has turned herself in. Thank God.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you heard me. Accused of urinating on potatoes. West Mifflin police say 20-year-old Grace Brown is facing multiple charges, including criminal mischief, open lewdness, and public drunkenness. Brown turned herself in on this past Tuesday after learning that authorities were looking for her. Authorities had posted surveillance photos of the incident on Twitter, but they haven't said when the incident took place or why she allegedly relieved herself on the potatoes. A Walmart representative said an employee saw what she was doing, and the company immediately disposed of the affected products and sanitized the area. That's so nasty. The incident comes weeks after the video was posted on social media showing people licking ice cream from Walmart freezers in Texas and Louisiana. What in the world? Some crazy people out here.
Licking ice cream.
Oh, boy. So once those videos came out, then I guess they said, well, let's post the one of this woman urinating on the potatoes so we can find her.
So on the potatoes, how are potatoes stored in the supermarket area? Aren't they in bags?
They're usually in bags. Now, how she got up there to where the bags are, because they don't put them on the floor.
No.
This thing climbed up on a table. Anyway, moving on. That's just nasty.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, piss.
Yeah, she's nasty.
Nasty.
Grace Brown. She's
so
on the
is she going to be charged with anything?
Yeah, they've charged her with criminal mischief, open lewdness, and public drunkenness.
Okay. All right. Well, I got a crazy one here. Woman suspects porch pirate stole package with 9 tarantulas. What the hell?
Oh, boy. That's what you get.
South Carolina. A South Carolina woman says a porch pirate may have stolen a package containing 9 tarantulas from her front porch. News outlets report the woman says she received a notification Friday morning that the FedEx shipment had been delivered. When she went to get the package, she says it wasn't there. The Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office spokesperson said Lieutenant Kevin Boo Boo says the package was still missing. Kevin Boo Boo says the package was still missing as of Tuesday. A report from the Sheriff's Office says the spiders are valued at $1,000. The responding deputy listed the case as a quote-unquote possible larceny of mail. The report says there's no surveillance video from the home and there are no suspects at this time. They probably walked on their own. The package might have walked on its own.
Oh, my gosh.
If they supposed to have 9 tarantulas in it, that's crazy. I don't know.
Well, whoever stole it, I know they were surprised when they opened that package and thought they were getting something else and found tarantulas in it.
Because I've seen a lot of people just in this area, grab packages and stuff like that. And they open them. Sometimes they open them, sometimes they don't. But, you got to be careful what you're getting. I wouldn't even, first of all, you should be stealing. Second of all, you may be surprised what you're going to get. So what you saying? Be careful what you steal? Yeah, you got it. But you okay. You get what's coming to you.
Exactly. I hope those tarantulas bit that person good.
Oh, Lord. No, because then we're going to be reporting another story. The man or woman probably did. So, no, please. No.
Oh, well. Yeah, I don't wish that. I'm just saying, I hope the tarantulas made it worth their time.
All right. Okay.
Didn't he have a liquor or something called?
Yeah. They still do.
Yep.
Like a blue cognac.
Blue.
It's a blue tequila.
Tequila.
Called Taranto.
Yep, it sure is.
I knew y'all would know. Anyway.
Yeah, we love you too, Poppa DD.
Yeah, a judge will reconsider a jail sentence for a woman who the feds she's feeding stray cats here. That ain't nothing new, but anyway, Garfield Heights, Ohio. A judge wants to take a second look at a 10-day jail sentence that was given to a 79-year-old woman. This judge probably feeds cats her damn self. 7-year-old woman for refusing to stop feeding stray cats in her suburban Cleveland neighborhood. All right, newspaper called Cleveland.com reported that Garfield Heights Municipal Judge Jennifer Wilder wants to hear the case herself after a jail sentence was handed down to Nancy Schlegel by a city magistrate. The magistrate court last week was widely criticized. So Schlegel acknowledged repeatedly violating a city ordinance making it illegal for people to feed dogs and cats that aren't their own.
Oh.
She was sentenced to jail after her fourth appearance in court for the violation.
Oh,
She was sentenced to 10 days. All right? She says she lost her husband and her own cat in 2017, and she began feeding the cats because she's lonely, and she misses her husband and her cat. So.
But they have a law that says you can't feed strays. She's been in court 4 times for this. So how about go down to the shelter and adopt a new one?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to understand. I mean, I'm sorry you lost your pet and you lost your husband, but that's no reason to say I should be able to break the law. Oh, well. So they gave her 10 days in jail, huh?
Yeah, the other judge trying to get her out. That was a magistrate court, which is more of a local court. Magistrate is usually your little county courts.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know.
They should get some help behind that.
Yeah, but that sounds kind of lenient. This is your 4th time having to stand in front of somebody's bench, and they said, all right, I'm tired of talking now. You're going to have to...
Well, the judge is probably trying to get her out. She's probably a cat lover herself, you know what I mean? So, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Okay.
What you going to do?
Sound like Mayberry.
I'd have given her 30 days.
Oh,
we know you, Redwine. You're so anti-animals.
I love animals, but I'm just saying, I would have recommended, why don't you go and adopt a pet? But you can't, it's against the law in that area to feed strays. So
I ain't never seen you give a cat anything or a dog nothing.
Well, that's because we don't have any in the studio. You don't know what I do when I am not here.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Merci beaucoup.
Très bien.
Yeah. Anyhow, it's beat up on Redwine night, treating me like Joe Biden. That's okay. We're going to take a break, and we're coming back with, I'm just saying.
You, moi?
Yes, with moi. And we'll be right back on the Pajama Party.
Hey, this is Poppa DD. Join me on Friday nights live at the Pajama Party, adult online radio talk show. And don't miss my segment called Living for the City and What's Poppin'.
Hey, and join me. This is Redwine with the long stem, and I've got the hot topics in my commentary called I'm Just Saying. And don't forget the cocktail of the week for me, Ketel with the yellow top. I got the Hollywood wrap-up along with Weird News. And don't forget, we've got the kisser list. That's for the people who get on our last nerves, and you want us to call them out.
So join us on Blog Talk Radio for the Pajama Party.
Every Friday night at 9 p.m. on the East Coast and 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Go to apajamaparty.com to listen online or follow us on Twitter at apajamaparty. Call us live, 914-803-4306. And don't forget to press 1.
Now let's get back to the show.
Hey, what happened to the snack tray or the bartender?
Does he want to see my slippers?
I'll call it room service.
All right, welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling. And it's now time for I'm Just Saying with moi, Redwine, also known as Vin Rouge, as we say in Paris. So tonight, I'm just saying, I want to talk about Ben Carson. He did some dumb stuff this week in the news, and I'm going to have to call him out on it. Not that he doesn't do dumb stuff all the time, but this particular instance, I want to talk about him. HUD director Ben Carson, decided he was going to hold a press conference in a church parking lot down in Baltimore this week. But when the church saw him out there and the people, getting it together, setting it up and whatnot, somebody came out of the church, I think it was Morningside Baptist, came out of the church and told him, y'all got to go. You're not authorized to be here, so move out. And then later, one of the representatives from the church gave an interview and said at the time they didn't even know who he was. All they knew is that nobody had permission to be on this vacant lot that's property of the church. So for them to just roll up there and start setting up and getting ready to do this press conference, you didn't have permission to be there, Ben. What were y'all thinking? It wasn't like you were in a city park or something like that. You were on private property. How you going to just set up on private property and you haven't cleared it with the people to own the property? I don't understand. I'm just saying, Ben, do the right thing. You know better than that. You're out there on these people's property, and then you're going to make a big to-do. Well, anyway, let me finish with the story. So he knew he should have asked for permission, right, to have this event on somebody's private property, like I said. Now, did he think that the church was supposed to just be gracious and ignore the fact that nobody got permission just because they're a church? The vacant lot, right, was adjoining the church. So it would stand to reason for logical people that if this vacant lot is next to the church, there's a good chance that the vacant lot probably belongs to the church. Just because it was vacant doesn't mean you can just set up camp and go do your thing. But that's what they were getting ready to do. So, again, I'm just saying, Ben, y'all should have done the right thing. But then Ben Carson had the audacity when they, I don't know where they ended up doing the conference, but they did the press conference, and then he goes into making a point about he was so surprised that the church told them to get off of their property. He's standing there talking about, they said, get off our property. I mean, it was a church. It was a church. And I'm like, so what? Why are you acting like because it was a church, it's something wrong with them telling you to get off of their property when you had no authorization to be there? You had no permission, no authorization. But you want to act all brand new because it was a church? Like somehow they weren't behaving like good Christians? Get out of here with that. They had every right to tell you to step off. If you had done the right thing, Mr. Carson, you should have gone up there to the church and said, excuse me, is this vacant lot yours? Well, can we use it for a few minutes or for an hour to do a press conference? We got some media people. We wanted to know if it'd be all right. But no, you didn't do that. You just went and assumed and just started setting it up. And try to make it look like, you were so shocked that someone from the church told you get off their property. It's private property, Ben. You work in housing and urban development. You don't understand about private property? How stupid are you? It just appalls me that he tried to throw the church under the bus like they weren't being Christian about the whole thing. They were standing up for their rights. And then as the guy said, he didn't even know who it was because it didn't matter to him. All they knew is somebody's on our property without permission. So the guy said it wasn't personal. I didn't know who he was. I just know nobody was supposed to be out there. So that was the whole point of what I'm saying. Ben Carson, you should have done the right thing. You know better than that. And for you to be the director of housing and urban development, if you don't understand how private property and permission and all that works, then woe unto the whole organization. I'm just saying, this is Redwine and Ben Carson. You need to do the right thing, Big Dodo. Trying to throw the church under the bus. I didn't like that. I'm putting him on the kiss it list.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we know. But you know he's a brain surgeon, right?
Maybe he needs surgery. Because
Right.
something in his head is malfunctioning.
If you ever need a...
And then he's out there talking about, well, Trump, you know, he means well. He, you know, things are taken out of context. And he, you know, he really wants to help Baltimore. I'm like, really? After what he said, Baltimore is rat infested and nasty and this and that, and then you're going to come down there to Baltimore and try to tell people, oh, he really wants to help Baltimore. Dude, please.
I've actually seen more rats in D.C. than I've seen in Baltimore.
The biggest one is down there on 2121 Pennsylvania Avenue. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. What address is 21? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That's where the big rat lives.
That's a speakeasy.
I don't know. Anyhow, I'm off my soapbox. I'm going to give it over to you, Poppa DD. Living for the city. What's going on?
I should have brought a better quality of whiskey, I'll tell you that. That shit's kind of rank. Looks like somebody just got a bottle of brown water and put a label on it.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
Ben Carson is a jerk. Oh, sorry. You were saying?
Let's see. What was hot tonight we were talking about?
All kinds of good things.
We spoke on the Kennedy situation with that.
NRA.
I want to beat that up. The NRA doing their thing.
Equifax.
Equifax, yeah.
Cummings, Baltimore.
Cummings in Baltimore. Wow. Well, let's see. Let's just talk about the behavior of people toward people of color. You know, it's just crazy out there today. It seems like everywhere you go, every store you go in, man, people have an attitude towards you. You know, you try to come up with the nicest attitude when you approach the counter, and different foreigners have been sitting in that little raggedy, funky ass store, and all you want maybe some couple blunts and some rolling papers. No, I'm kidding, but I'm just saying when you go to the counter, you just want something simple, and people look at you like, you know, like you have, first of all, like you have an obligation to be in their little raggedy ass store. Now you may have stopped in there just for some shrimp fried rice, and she comes out evil as hell. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. You know, I mean, lately I've just been experiencing such at convenience stores and everywhere I go. You know, people try to pass off bad money to me, toward dollars, toward $10 bills, and things like that. I don't know. It's a black thing. You try and get rid of your bad shit. You go and Dunkin' Donuts. You get a donut. Don't even have the circles open. So, don't even get me started. I'm looking. I'm saying, is this a black thing? You pull the donut out of the bag, and it don't even have a damn complete circle on the damn thing. But they grab the one that that they know is bad. And I went to the Spanish store a couple weeks ago, and I got a half a chicken dinner. And I said, well, give me some of the vegetables and some plantain, you know. So they had the plantain on two different sides, the dark plantain and the lighter plantain. Not really lighter, and it was all, dialed up for dessert purposes. And she started digging into the dark part and filling up my platter. I'm saying, why are you giving me all the dark ones? No, dark good, dark sweet. I said, what the fuck? Did I ask for good and sweet? Maybe I want dry and light. You don't know what I want. But apparently you're trying to get rid of that dark shit. She just piled up all these dark-ass plantains on my plate. I said, take them off. And then once you tell them to take it off, their fucking eyebrows pushed together. Now you're the Negro from hell now, Oh, I give you plantain. You know that. They'll kick you out. It's just, we're on borrowed time with some of these businesses and some of these stores that we piss them off. They'll kick us out. They'll talk about us. It's just so sad that every foreign entity in the world has always taught their children to watch out for black people. Go to America, get the American dream, but watch out for black people. And everybody is scared to death of black people. Scared to death. And he want to pawn off all their bullshit. Like I said, bad money, bad donuts, bad everything. Canadian money. They give us everything. They give you back a couple pennies and 2 or 3 of them are Canadian. You say, what the fuck? I'm just saying.
Ooh-wee.
I'm just saying, when you go out over the next couple of days, watch yourself. Every store you go in, you're getting a handoff. And they just kind of feel like we're that low on their particular food chain that we deserve to get their crap. That's why I tell people, whenever you go out on Sunday, watch yourself. Sunday is a depository day. Try to stop restauranting on Sunday evening. Please, don't do it. That's the day before the big truck comes in with all the new stock, new produce and everything. So when a restaurant is doing some stuff, after 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, they're out of stock. And they got all the crap, and they ain't feeding you crap. So don't go and eat at Red Lobster at 7 p.m. on a damn Sunday. That's all I can say. I'm done.
You sure?
I'm done.
Okay. Ooh, wait. I'm still tripping over the donuts. The donuts with no hole?
No, I said the hole's not circle.
Oh,
I used to make donuts at one time, and this is back in the late 70s. And, man, I had that hole perfect.
Deformed donut hole?
Please, you couldn't find a regular circle in a donut to save your life.
Mm-mm. All right. Ketel, you want to take a CC break before the Hollywood wrap up?
That would be nice. I appreciate it.
Oh, y'all guys are so lazy. Okay, all right, good. All right, we'll give you a break.
Unbelievable. All right, we're going to do that, and we're coming back with Ketel's Hollywood Report on the Pajama Party Show. Stay tuned. This is Redwine, and you're listening to WPJP Blog Talk Radio Pajama Party. Check out my commentary. I like to call it I'm Just Saying, because sometimes I am just saying. It's just my opinion. It's what I think. Hey, you don't have to agree, but if you disagree, call us up. 914-803-4306. Hey, don't forget, they can catch us on Twitter also, at apajamaparty.com, too. What's the number, Papa?
914-803-4306. I don't know how I got in the studio. Redwine came in here by himself, and me and Ketel just happened to come here and catch her stealing airtime. As usual.
I was trying to do my own promo, and y'all just happened to show up again. Well, can y'all tell me what time? Oh, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. No, that's wrong.
And 6 o'clock Western Time. West Coast Time.
Right, okay. Right. Either way.
So if you're in California, call us at 6 p.m., 7 o'clock if you're hanging out in Colorado somewhere.
7 o'clock, that's Central Time. See, now we got it all together.
7 o'clock if you're in...
okay, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. Y'all do the math. Figure out where you are. Check your watch. 9 o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Check us out.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 CP time, right?
Yep, that's right.
CP time, 9:15.
There you go.
All right.
All right, bartender.
Is that it?
Hey.
Bartender.
Hey, is that Mr. Lowe? Hey, come on, Mr. Lowe, the bartender.
I was trying to jiggle my ice and my glass was melted.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, we're back at the Pajama Party. Ketel, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, back at the Pajama Party. I want to host Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel. Ketel had to regroup. She had to go see a man about a horse. It was.
See what I'm saying? I need to go.
All right, Ketel's back to see a man about a horse and Redwine.
Bonsoir.
All right. So y'all talking crazy about me. I know y'all were doing a commercial break. I'm going to get right into it.
Well, you don't come in the studio, tag, you're it. Anyway, go ahead, go on with the Hollywood. What's happening in Hollywood?
Oh, boy. Everybody has heard the news about A$AP Rocky, the rapper. He pleaded not guilty to an assault charge before a court in Sweden. My thing is, don't go there. Don't go to Sweden. but the case has snowballed into an international incident. As the rapper A$AP Rocky's trial on assault charge started on Tuesday in Stockholm, the case had already billowed into a scandal of international proportions. Accusations of racism, human rights abuses have been leveled against Sweden's justice system. Even your boy 45 has taken to Twitter and criticized the Sweden's prime minister. It's been nearly a month since he was accused of assaulting a man on June 30th while on tour with the Swedish capital. If he is found guilty, his punishment could conclude a fine or prison time. But see, my thing is, there was another white rapper that was there in Sweden. They slapped him on the wrist, slapped him with a fine, and he was on probation. But this black rapper, as we know, there's black and white laws, he is, going to trial and going through all these different hoops. So my thing is, it's just so unfair. But that's just how things go.
Wow.
Also, if people are not too familiar with A$AP Rocky, he came from YouTube and Tumblr. He a New York rapper, actor, and a fashion model. He's done some stuff for Ralph Lauren and some other
really?
well-known designers also. Yeah. And he has put out 3 albums for RCA Records since 2013. So, yeah, he's well known. People didn't know, huh?
Nope.
Poppa DD, he wanted me to research this particular article. Katy Perry, she's back in the news as far as being American Idol judge. She had to dish out $2.78 million to Christian rapper in copyright case. Katy Perry, her Dark Horse collaborators and record label bosses have been ordered to hand over almost $3 million, like I said. A jury awarded the money to Marcus Gray and his 2 co-writers of the 2009 track Joyful Noise on Thursday, after declaring 45% of Katie's 2013 hit was similar to the tune. Okay.
I listened to those, and they are very, very similar.
It doesn't surprise me. But you know what? People have been sampling other people's music for a long time, but now, this day and age, people are just not taking it. They want to get paid. You want to sample my music, and you're going to get paid. Simple as that. So.
Well, I'm sure it would cost less if you just did it legitimately.
Yeah, I agree. But, I guess a lot of people don't think that, it's the same tune, that it's a little different. So.
I think they just don't think they'll get caught. But anyway.
That's true.
But they said she made about $2.4 million from the track. So, I guess they felt as if that was fair. So, I guess she's not in the hole, so she made a little something. But, I mean, anyway. But, that was interesting. Kathy Lee Gifford got a new boyfriend. After she left the Today Show, Is It Love? Kathy Lee Gifford got cozy with a new man who has been identified as Randy Kronk. He is the president of RMC Insurance Group, LLC. He is a graduate of the University of Southern Mississippi and currently resides in Spring Hill, Tennessee. They were cozied up at some outdoor concert in Franklin, Tennessee on Sunday, July the 28th. Interesting. So I guess we have to keep an eye on Kathy Lee. Hey, I mean, it's been, since 2015 since she lost her husband. So she's 65, and this guy here, he's 56. But, oh, well.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kathy. I know everybody knows Tariq from the Flip Flop show. Tariq and his ex-wife, and with their exes now, but their new show started on the 1st. So it seems like he's in love. He is hugged up with somebody named Heather Ray Young. And this is his new love interest. But him and his ex-wife still have, the flip-flop show. So I guess they want to continue to make money, so why not? But I guess he feels as if she can get married and find love, he can too. So why not? That's Tariq. So.
Okay. Oh, flip or flop. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, flip or flop. Yep. So she got a new show, got a new husband, and they got a baby on the way now. And Tariq said, "Shoot, it's my time." Yep. So that's my Hollywood wrap up.
Okay. Oh, I was trying to find it. I read something that I don't have all the details, but Mary J. Blige is getting a spinoff from, what's the show? Power. There's going to be a spinoff from Power, and Mary J. Blige is going to be like one of the lead actors on this spinoff. So you need to check on that and see if you can get some more details. I think I saw it in Essence.com, somewhere like that.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. Mary J. Blige will star in Power sequel for Stars. Yeah. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Executive producer. Oh, 50 Cent. Yeah, because 50 Cent's the executive producer on it. And I guess he liked Mary. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Okay.
50 Cent and Ketel.
So we look forward to that.
I hear you. Right on.
Okay, now.
Right on.
Well, as long as you're doing the right on, can you tell us about this monkey gland that we've been sipping on tonight?
Cocktail of the week
is
the
cocktail of the week.
Monkey gland cocktail. Well, we have 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of orange juice, a quarter ounce of grenadine, a dash of hello, you all right? a dash of bitters, and I'm garnished with the orange slice. So we're going to put all these ingredients together, and we're going to get the monkey gland cocktail. So
yeah, it was tasty. I liked it.
I bet you did. I hear you chopping over it.
Yeah. How much grenadine was in there?
A fourth of an ounce of grenadine. This is an old drink. It dates back to 1922, it says.
Yeah, grenadine. That's something.
Okay. Yeah.
That's red dye.
I could do with a little bit less of that.
Grenadine, that's red dye number 2, honey.
No, it isn't.
Okay. I'm not going to touch that with 10 foot. Woo-wee!
Yeah, but it is red dye number 2.
No, it is not.
I
don't know what grenadine is made out of, now that I'm thinking about it. So.
It ain't made of nothing that's good for you, I know that. And young people be pouring it down in their Corona. Give me a Heineken with some grenadine. They shake it up. I'm like, what is that fucking Kool-Aid you just made? Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Kiss It list. We got some names. Poppa DD, you're going to tell the folks what is the world famous Kiss It list.
List we have the patent and the copyright and the infringement. And Katy Perry, get the goddamn hands off. You little thief. Anyway, it's everybody to show their ass, and Katy Perry is the first person on there. Get your own damn music. Stop copying people's stuff. You're worse than that boy Michael Bolton. Ozzy Brothers took his ass for a couple million. He ain't never been the same.
All right.
Last time I saw Michael Bolton, he was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, boy.
Ozzy Brothers took all his
down
money.
At the Trailways station.
At the Trailways bus station.
Okay.
Yep.
Who else is on the Kiss It list?
Donald Trump, of course.
Of course.
Mamooch.
The Mooch.
The Mooch.
Black
Okay,
Jewel.
also-
The Black Jewel Company.
Yeah, definitely. The Black Jewel Mining Company and their parent company, whatever they're called. Put them on there. Equifax. Equifax. Y'all are on the list 125 times.
Equifax, Expedia, TransUnion, all them bastards want to deny my damn credit. What the hell? What's wrong with
Grace
550
Brown.
damn?
Yes, definitely Grace Brown for urinating on the potatoes in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You a nasty woman.
And the other guy, what's his name? Ace Mackey Rappy?
Oh, ASAP Rocky?
ASAP Rocky. Anybody that Trump supporting, I don't want nothing to do with his ass.
Okay.
In fact, they played footage of him the way he was talking. He sounds just like Kanye West. And in that fight they was doing over there, it looked like something out of a movie. You see how he grabbed him and twirled him like, I'm ready to hear somebody say cut. You see when he grabbed the guy and twirled him and the guy rolled over like a movie scene? I was like, what the kind of fight is this?
Yeah, it did look kind of crazy.
It did.
Also, we got the National Rifle Association.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the list. Let's see. Oh, Ben Carson. Put him on the list. And who else do we have? Oh, the Tarantula Thief. Put them on the list. Whoever stole those tarantulas, you're on the kiss it list.
Mm-hmm.
Who did we miss? Roger Goodell. Anybody else, Ketel?
I think you covered everybody.
All right. Well, we got a gift for 'em. Everybody on this week's Kiss It list, here's your gift.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
All right. Okay, we're back to the Pajama Party. I'm your host, one of your hosts. I should be running all this. I'm your host. What the hell's my name?
Yes,
Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel
Hello.
and Redwine.
Bonsoir, and it is now time for the last word. It's been a good show. Good shoe. And what's your last word, Poppa DD?
My last word is that we need to really exude more transparency in all aspects. We don't have to get vulgar. We don't have to get crazy, but we need to find out what happened to people, just like we talk about people in other neighborhoods, even rich folks. What happened? You know, if a person died, talk about it. I mean, don't get as deep as you know, don't get all crazy with the camera and all, but when you explain something that happened at a place, explain it so we'll know that we can put it all together and people see the world as a balance and it's equal. Same things happen in the hood as happen in the suburbs. You know, so God bless that young girl that passed away, you know, one of Kennedy's grandchildren. God bless her. But they had privilege since they was knee high to a grasshopper. Sometimes one of them gets away, you know. So.
All right. Well, my last word is, again, Ben Carson, you knew better. And I'm just saying, you know, to him and everybody, if you're trying to do something or set up something, don't just get on private property and assume it's okay, especially if it's connected to a church. Just because it's a church doesn't mean you can just do what you want to do. I'm just saying, you know, why people want to treat that different? It's not different. It's still privately owned property. If somebody set up a press conference or in your front yard, would you be out there like, excuse you, you didn't have my permission to be trampling my grass? Get off my grass. I don't care what you're talking about. Get off of my grass. And that church had every right to tell Ben Carson and his folks, get off my lot. So I'm just saying, shame on you, Ben Carson, your sleepy self. Anyway, shout out to DC Homegrown. And that's all I can think of. Over to you, Ketel.
I'm not sure. I think I might be silent tonight. I don't have too much to say. It's just a lot been going on all week, and I'm just quiet tonight. That's all I can say. I don't have too much to say tonight. So,
all right.
That's my last word, to be silent.
Okay, I respect that. All right, well, we're about to get on out of here. A special shout out to DC Homegrown, our parent company that sponsors our show, pays the bills, keeps the lights on, keeps us with beverages. We appreciate you so very much. You're so kind. And thanks for listening, tuning in, tell a friend. And we'll do it again next Friday night. We're about to get on out of here. Shout out to Squiggy. We love you. Get well soon. And shout out to a little graduate we know. We're so proud of you. Yay, graduate. And that's all I got to say. So let's say goodnight. Say goodnight, Papa.
Good night, everybody.
Say goodnight, Ketel.
Good night.
And good night. And we'll see you next Friday night when we do it all over again. Peace.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of jazz.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Party crew, keep it real for you.